What if one of the greatest minds in Islamic history sat face-to-face with an AI like ChatGPT? Would he call it a tool of wisdom or a machine of distraction? Today, we're diving deep into a question that bridges 900 years of thought. What would Imam Al-Ghazali, philosopher, theologian, Sufi, and scholar, say about artificial intelligence? Would he see it as a way to grow closer to Allah, or something that pulls us further away from sincerity and soul? In this video, we'll connect his timeless ideas on intention, knowledge, the soul, and ethics to our digital age, where algorithms shape minds and machines learn faster than humans. And here's the challenge. In a time when information is endless, but wisdom is rare, how do we stay guided? Let's be real. AI is changing everything. How we learn, how we work, how we think. You type a question, and ChatGPT gives you a detailed answer in seconds. But here's the question no one is asking enough. Is this knowledge, or is it just data? Islam has never been against innovation. From algebra to astronomy, Muslims led the world in science for centuries. But Islam always asked one critical thing: why? Why are you seeking knowledge? Is it for closeness to Allah or for the ego? That's where Al-Ghazali comes in. Let's zoom out for a second. Al-Ghazali wasn't just a scholar. He was someone who questioned everything, even himself. In his book Ihya Ulum al-Din, or The Revival of the Religious Sciences, he broke down the purpose behind everything we do. He spoke about intention, Niyyah, as the root of all actions. Prophet Muhammad said, "Actions are judged by intentions, and every person will get what they intended." Bukhari and Muslim. Ghazali didn't just quote this, he lived by it. He warned that even good actions like seeking knowledge can become dangerous if the heart isn't sincere. So here's the question. When we open ChatGPT or Google to learn, is our intention pure, or is it just convenience, speed, a shortcut to look smart? Al-Ghazali would challenge us to pause, to ask, what's the goal? Is this leading you to Allah or away from Him? Can machines understand divine wisdom? Let's address the elephant in the room. AI is powerful. It can write essays, answer religious questions, even explain the Quran, sort of. But can a machine truly grasp divine wisdom? Al-Ghazali believed that real understanding requires spiritual light, what he called nur. It's not just about having the information, it's about the inner transformation that comes with it. This is where machines fall short. AI can process the words of the Quran, but can it feel their weight on the heart? Can it cry over a verse that shakes the soul? Can it repent, submit, or love? Number, because those are human experiences. They require a ruh, a soul. AI is an amazing tool, but without the soul, it's just code pretending to understand. Is seeking knowledge through AI valid in Islam? Let's break it down practically. Can you use AI to learn? Of course. The internet, apps, and digital tools can help us access Islamic knowledge we never had before. But Al-Ghazali would say, be careful. Not all knowledge is beneficial. He distinguished between two kinds: useful knowledge that helps you grow spiritually, understand your responsibilities, and serve others. Useless knowledge that distracts, inflates the ego, or creates confusion. He'd probably ask, is your use of AI helping you become more humble, God-conscious, and sincere? Or is it turning you into someone who knows a lot but understands little? Just because you can generate a khutbah with AI doesn't mean you've embodied the message. Just because you can copy Islamic quotes doesn't mean you've lived by them. Where does sincerity fit in a world of algorithms? Now let's go even deeper. Al-Ghazali saw sincerity as the foundation of all good. In a world ruled by algorithms, where likes and views determine value, sincerity is often the first thing to die. Think about it. AI is optimized for efficiency, for speed, for results. But Islam is about depth, intention, and heart. You can't measure sincerity in data. You can't program taqwa, God consciousness, into a neural network. And here's the scary part. We're slowly becoming like the tools we use. The more we rely on AI, the more we risk becoming mechanical, distracted, and hollow. That's not a future Al-Ghazali would want. He would remind us, the heart matters more than the mind. What would Al-Ghazali say if he had ChatGPT? Imagine this scene. Al-Ghazali, sitting in a modern room, a sleek laptop before him. The world outside is buzzing with technology, AI, and endless information. But within this room, he remains the philosopher, ever the seeker of truth. He opens ChatGPT, an artificial mind capable of answering any question he asks. Al-Ghazali types in a question about the afterlife, something profound, something that has troubled humankind for centuries. What happens after death? In an instant, the AI responds. Verses from the Quran. Al-Ghazali would not be impressed by the efficiency of AI. Efficiency, in his eyes, could be a double-edged sword. He would not see it as an end in itself, but as a means that, without the right intentions, could lead us astray. He might ask, what is the cost of this convenience? In the pursuit of answers at lightning speed, are we losing the ability to reflect deeply, to question thoroughly, and to internalize the lessons we encounter? His concern would not just be for the technology itself, but for us, for how it shapes our minds, our hearts, and our souls. Al-Ghazali would likely challenge us by asking a profound, almost uncomfortable question. Are you using this machine, or is it using you? In a world where we're increasingly dependent on AI, social media, and digital tools, we must ask ourselves this. Are we still in control of our actions and our intentions, or are we being swayed by the algorithms, the constant stream of content, and the pressure to consume knowledge quickly, efficiently, and without reflection? He would urge us not to let our tools dictate how we think, how we learn, or how we live. AI should never be the master. We should be the masters of our tools, using them for good, while remembering that their true purpose is to serve us, not the other way around. True leadership, in Al-Ghazali's eyes, began with the self. It started with mastering one's own heart and soul, with ensuring that one's intention remained pure, even when interacting with the most powerful technologies. To Al-Ghazali, leadership wasn't about accumulating power or information. It was about guiding the soul towards truth, self-discipline, and spiritual growth. Al-Ghazali would remind us that it's not enough to know, we must feel. And the only way to truly feel is by staying grounded, by constantly checking our hearts, and by ensuring that our actions, even in this digital age, remain in line with our deeper spiritual goals. His answer to ChatGPT, it wouldn't be a dismissal of the technology itself, but a call for balance, for a deeper understanding of how we use it. Al-Ghazali would see this as an opportunity for reflection, a chance for us to grow as individuals, not just in our knowledge, but in our sincerity. In this age of information, where everything seems to be available at our fingertips, Al-Ghazali's message would be clear. Don't just consume knowledge for the sake of it. Let it consume you and transform you into a better, more sincere servant of Allah. Al-Ghazali would likely view ChatGPT as a powerful tool for accessing information, but not as a substitute for true knowledge that touches the heart and soul. He would remind us that AI cannot replace the spiritual journey of seeking wisdom, nor can it nurture the sincerity required for genuine growth. True knowledge, according to him, is not just about gathering facts. It's about transforming ourselves and our intentions through the guidance of Allah, remaining true to the essence of what it means to be a human being with a soul. So where does that leave us? AI is not haram. It's not inherently evil, but it is powerful. And like any power, it needs boundaries. Al-Ghazali's message was never retreat from the world. It was engage with the world, but protect your heart. Use AI to learn, but don't stop questioning. Use it to work, but don't let it replace your effort. Use it to seek knowledge, but always check your intention. Because in the end, no machine will stand with you on the day of judgment. Only your heart, your actions, and your sincerity. The most dangerous form of ignorance is thinking you know when your heart is still asleep. Inspired by Al-Ghazali, watch the next video. Your soul deserves more than scrolls and screens.